there are two parastatals, and that is NYSC, National Youth Service Corps, and Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. NYSC is a household name in Nigeria today, whereas that of Citizenship and Leadership Training Center is a little bit obscured. Together with us here this morning is the Director General of Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. Sir, may we meet you, sir?
Thank you very much. Good morning, Nigerians. My name is Adesoji Enyade. I'm the Director General, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, Nigeria.
Sir, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, Nigeria. Yes, the name is a very beautiful name. But it is like many people don't know about this place. What is Citizenship and Leadership Training Center meant to be? What do they do?
Yes, CLTC, that is the abbreviation for Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, is one of the institutions of the federal government, established to promote and stimulate good citizenship and leadership virtues among Nigerians, especially the youth population. That Nigeria needs good citizens and quality leadership, cannot be emphasized. And the reason why the institution is put in place by government, to promote good citizenship and leadership virtues, most especially among the youth population. And the reason why the agency, the institution, is positioned in the Federal Ministry of Youth Development. Again, nation building is a critical aspect of any nation. And for a nation to realize the aims and objectives of nation building, there are critical roles to be played by the citizens and the leadership. It's a tripartite arrangement. That is a triangular formation. That is, if you want good nation building, if you want good governance, there must be good citizens, there must be good leadership. Incidentally, the focus has always been on good leadership. But what about the citizens? Good citizenship. And we should not forget the fact that good leadership are derived from citizens. Leadership are the products of the citizens. So if the leadership is not bad, then definitely citizenship will not be bad. So that triangular theorem is very critical to nation building. That is, we need both good leaders and good citizens to build the nation. And the reason why that institution is put in place to prepare the citizens, especially the youth population, for the future challenges, for their own future and the future of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Based on your analysis, that means being a federal government establishment, there are certain mandates being given to this training institution. Can you mention some of these mandates?
The mandates are actually three. The first mandate is training. The second mandate is monitoring and promoting the activities of man o' war in Nigeria. And the third mandate is research. If I could expatiate, the training aspect is what the center has been focusing on, for years past. CLTC is an old institution, that was put in place about 72 years ago. In fact, it predates the independence of Nigeria and is put in place by the colonial masters, just to justify the reason why it's a critical institution in nation building. And in Nigeria today, we have 9 training centers, 1 mobile school, and 1 online school. And the 9 physical training centers are located in the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. With regards to Man O' War is a youth volunteer organization, and it's also as old as the center itself. And the structural arrangement of Man O' War is very, very beautiful, because we have the formations in the 36 states of of the Federation in 774 local governments of Nigeria, and we also have what we call the Railway Command and the FCT Command of the man-o-war. So the mandates are actually 3, but the center has been flourishing and prospering in just 2 of the mandates. The aspect of research, that is what we are trying to re-engineer now, to take the center to the next level.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. If you are just joining us, yes, this is 93.7 Citizen FM. And then speaking is the Director General, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, Mr. Soji Eniade, MNI. This training center you said is of a national coverage, and currently you have about 11 training schools out there. And then what is responsible for why its presence is not felt in the nooks and crannies all over the Federation, in states and local governments of other states where they are not currently found? And then what effort are you making to make it a household name in Nigeria?
Yes, thank you very much. The coverage is very little. We have a presence in 9 states of the Federation out of the 36 states. It's a low percentage coverage. And effort is now in top gear to give the center a national look so that the presence will be felt in each and every state of Federation, and even at the 774 local governments of Nigeria. Because the issue of citizenship training and leadership training, like I said before, is critical to nation building. It's critical to good governance. And if this is missing, especially among the youth population, then how can we talk about the future? So effort is in top gear. The CLTC has written the Governors Forum to use that platform, the Governors Forum, to reach out to the governors of the states to encourage establishment of the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center in the states where they are not presently, present, so to say. And we are also discussing with the Federal Ministry of Education, to ensure that our activities, especially the manual activities, is inculcated in the school curriculum, starting with the federal government colleges that we call unity schools, so that the services, the critical services of citizenship and leadership training will be brought to the grassroots. Even at the state level, we will take it further to the local government chairman, so that this thing will be in the fabric of development of Nigeria in time to come. And as we are looking forward to having a new minister in the ministry, these are the issues that will be presented before the Honorable Minister that could be presented at the Federal Executive Council meeting for adoption and implementation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Director General. What are the challenges facing CLTC, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, and how do you think to mitigate them?
Yes, for me, there are 3 critical challenges. The challenge of accessibility to our facilities, that is, our training centers. The challenge is there. The other challenge is the issue of security, nationwide security, that has been limiting, patronage and participation of the young ones traveling to our facilities to undergo our training. And the third challenge for me is the issue of awareness. By the time you have the program, you mention the issue of the non-awareness of the public about the existence of CLTC compared to NYSC. So we want to raise the level of awareness. And one of the reasons that we are here on Citizens FM. And I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the management of Citizen FM giving CLTC this opportunity and privilege, using this platform to further promote the activities of CLTC, so that CLTC will be better known to Nigerians, especially the young ones and the parents, so that they could be encouraged to participate in the activities of the center. So those are the three critical limiting factors: issue of accessibility, issue of security, and issue of awareness. And we are working seriously in this direction to mitigate the challenges.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me take you back quickly to this issue raised that is affecting the productivity of your institution, and that is the issue of insecurity. Insecurity is one of the vices ravaging this country today. We have them in different hues, in different colors. They call them different names: insurgency, banditry, kidnapping, terrorism. Yes, and Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, based on what you have said so far, is one of those institutions created to create an enabling environment for the nation to thrive. An institution that is meant to build the youth, the citizens of this nation. What are you doing at the level of an institution to see that these vices are being taken care of before they emerge at all?
You see, when you talk about security, it has to be looked at holistically. And according to United Nations, there are 7 pillars of security. The first pillar of security is health security. The second pillar is food security. We have environmental security, we have economic security, we have political security, we have community security, and we have personal security. So this area, when you look at it critically, the federal government has agencies of government and ministries that are directly involved in mitigating or in promoting security of human beings, of citizens of Nigeria in each of these areas. Ministry of Health for health security, Ministry of Agriculture for food security, and so on and so forth. You have the armed forces, you have the police, you have the civil defense corps to promote personal security. Are you with me? So what I'm saying in effect is that CRTC too has a role to play in this area, and our role is to further inform the Nigerian youths about their own personal security and encourage them to promote it. And that is where we have the role being played by the Man-O-War team. When you look at the motto of our Man-O-War, it is build the man, build the community. We believe strongly that if the man is built, the community will be built. And that is why we encourage Nigerian youths to participate in volunteer activities. In the good old days, you see school children in Boy Scout uniform, you see them in Girls Guild uniform, you see them in Girls Brigade uniform. It was then a thriving culture amongst the school children population. But today that culture is lost. So CRTC wants to use the Man-O-War platform to resuscitate the culture of volunteerism amongst the young ones, so that this culture will now go into the communities and encourage the young ones to promote the communal security. When you have communal security in every community in Nigeria, Nigeria will be a safe haven. Then their participation as volunteers will promote peaceful coexistence amongst themselves. And these young ones, again, will shy away from social vices that is common among the youth population. So when you talk of security, we're not talking about issue of banditry or kidnapping or whatever alone, but even of personal security of individuals, to give them that self-assurance that on their own they can stand and face the future. So the CRTC, that is one of our focus in our training activities, that these children will be imbibed with, and the virtues of good attitude, good character, good behavior within the community, within the states, even at the national level, will be imbibed and exhibited. Of recent, a young man, I won't mention the name, popular young man, slapped a police officer. It is not a good reflection, of what is expected of a youth. And we don't want this kind of attitude, to radiate amongst the youth population. So CRTC is put in place by the federal government of Nigeria to targeted at the youth population to promote good virtues, good attitude, good behavior, good character among the youth population. And by so doing, the issue of security we're talking about, not a single one of them will think about going into kidnapping, will think about going into prostitution, will think about going into banditry, if they have these good virtues of, character imbibed in them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Soji Eniade MNI, Director General, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. If you are just joining us, this is the Director General of Citizenship and Leadership Training Center speaking to you. You have spoken so well and so much, but we still have so many questions to ask you, sir. Citizenship and Leadership Training Center is a premier federal government institution saddled with the responsibility of repositioning and inculcating morals in Nigerian youth. What program have you? What program is your institution having in place to ensure that Nigerian youth get back to the basics, apart from what you have for the man o' war as an institution? What do you have for Nigerian youth as a whole to get back into doing the right thing so that this country will be a better place for it?
Yes. Part of our mandate, I've said, is man o' war. And the critical objectives of man o' war, one, is to encourage members of that volunteer organization to promote the aims and objectives of CLTC itself. And another aim and objective is to encourage them in rendering social services in their various communities voluntarily. The nature of an average Nigerian youth today is what is in it for me? What do I get from it? It's not what I can give, to get the benefits, we're expecting. So, and the what we are doing and what we teach, at our training centers is to take the children or the youth on purposeful and educative exploration and encourage members to discover and rediscover themselves and creating self-awareness. Then encouraging members who participate in our training programs to imbibe the spirit of patriotism. These are one of the aims of man o' war. Then the man o' war as a volunteer organization could actually be utilized to assist law enforcement agencies to maintain law and order in the society, even for information, gathering. But basically, our training programs, focus on character development, value orientation and reorientation, adventure, physical and health education, safety and environmental education, good citizenship and civic responsibilities, leadership and good governance, of course. Then we go into skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development, so that the youth will not come to acquire the good virtues we've been talking about alone, but they acquire skill too. Unfortunately, in Nigeria today, majority of the youth population that are looking for jobs, they are unemployable. unemployable in the sense that majority of the industries they don't have the skill, to work in these industries. So skill acquisition is one of the things we do at the center, and entrepreneurship, development. Then community development and social service, of course. These are the programs we do at the center. Then we have our courses, the junior courses that is targeted at children between ages 10 and 13. And these are short programs. That one lasts for 14 days, so that the children are not kept away from their families and homes, for a long time. And they are encouraged to even do these programs during the school vacation. Then you have the intermediate courses for youth population of ages between 14 and 21. Then you have the school prefectship leadership courses. Because in the good old days, before schools appoint their prefects, they will take a group of students to a training center and subject them to the training demands of the center. And the excellent ones, those who excel in the training activities and programs, are usually chosen, to become school prefects. And don't forget the fact that the school prefects usually assume the leadership role at that age level, at that age bracket. And you see, when you look at most of Nigerian leaders today, when you backtrack their activities, educational activities and social activities, one way or the other, they have played leadership role during their formative, age years. So then we have senior courses too for Nigerians that above the age of 21. And it's even meant for officers in the public service, for officers in the security agencies, for officers in the Nigerian Armed Forces, and so forth. And I must use this opportunity again to appreciate the Nigerian Army, because over the years, they have never broken the culture of taking their cadets to our training school in Shere Hills, Jos, before a cadet is commissioned as an officer. It's an unbroken culture that has been there and is still being sustained till today. So I use this platform and opportunity to appreciate the Nigerian Army. And I want to call upon other agencies, especially the security agencies and other agencies of government, to patronize the center, to prepare the young ones, the young officers, especially just joining the service, to prepare them for the future ahead of them, to prepare them for the position of leadership towards building, a vibrant, productive society and a nation. And of course, we have executive and professional programs that are designed, to the taste of those who want those courses, to be run for them. Again, we are gender sensitive at the center, and that's why we have a school dedicated for women training, and that school is located at Otuje Remi, very close to Warri in Delta State. We call it the Women Training Center. The focus of the training activities in that school is purely for women and girls training, so that they can be trained in the act of becoming a fulfilled woman, in the society, in such areas like home life education, guiding against human trafficking, guiding against unwanted pregnancy, guiding against abortion, guiding against abandoning newborn babies, and guiding against juvenile delinquencies, and generally the role of women in development and nation building. So these are some of the activities and programs, run by the center. And our delivery method is unique. It is very, very unique. We use practical approach and experiential method in line with outward bound model. What do we mean by outward bound? That is, you take the children or the youth population into the natural physical environment, and you use that environment to teach the students, either as individuals or as groups, so that children will learn how to confront physical challenges. And if they could succeed in overcoming physical challenges, they won't have any serious challenge in overcoming social challenges when it comes, before then in future. And of course, we use discussion method, we use lectures, to get the message across to the population that comes for our training programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Director General, for this analysis. You were talking about the coverage of this training center. You said you are covering about 9 states or so. In case people are interested in patronizing you, may we know some of these states where your institutions are located?
Yes, thank you very much. Like I said, our schools are presently located in 9 states of the Federation. And the locations are as follows. We have a mountain school, which is actually the premier institution, Sherrill Hills, Jos, Plateau State. It's located in the North Central Zone. We have the C School on Snake Island, Apapa, Lagos State, located in the Southwest Zone. Then we have our mobile school. The concept of mobile is that we take the services to the end users. That is, our instructors, our training officers will go to each school that requires our services and train the students, at their various locations, in their various schools, as requested by them. So that mobile school is located in Abuja. Then we have our Valley School in Owoje, Ogun State. It's also located in the Southwest. Then we have the Forest School in Alu, Port Harcourt, River State. It's located in the South-South Zone. Then we have the Women's School, Otujerem, Delta State, located in South-South. We have the Highland School in Igbo, is located in Enugu State, Southeast Zone. Then we have the Sahel School, Kaukai, Katsina State. It's located in Northwest Zone. Then we have the Savannah School, Kudan, Kaduna State, located in the Northwest Zone. Then we have the Desert School, Fika, Yobe State, located in the Northeast Zone. Then we have the Online Academy. The Online Academy is to adopt the modern concept of using technology to train. And our website is there for, would-be participants to participate in the programs. When you critically take a look at the names of our schools, you can see that they are named after the physical environment where they are actually located. Like Sherrill Hills, we call it mountain school. Within that environment, you have the hills, the hilly topography of that region. We utilize it to train, the young ones and officers who come there for training on abseiling, coming down from the rock. We take them on long hiking and, excursions, amongst the mountainous region. When you look at C School in Lagos, he's on Snake Island, Apapa. We use the aquatic environment, the aquatic physical environment there, that is water, to take, to train the students. When you look at Valley School, Owode, the same thing applies, and to all other schools that I've mentioned. So those are the locations of the schools. And as I said before, CITC is supposed to have a national outlook. That is the presence in each and every state of Nigeria, if not even the 774 local governments of Nigeria, including the FCT. And we are assiduously working towards that. Within the next 2-3 years, we should, by God's grace, will have covered about 3/4. That is, above 25 states of the Federation should have CLTC present. Any moment from now, our school in Ekiti will start, by God's grace, and taking the CLTC closer to the people, closer to the grassroots population, to the people that need it. Majority of Nigerians, the youth population, cannot access our facilities where they presently are. And that's why I said issue of accessibility is a major challenge. So it means in the face of insecurity. So we now have to bring the services close to the people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. As I earlier said, this institution called Citizenship and Leadership Training Center is a little bit obscured from the people. It's like many people are not aware about. And you are telling us that you train various different categories of people, of Nigerians, from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Yes, some of these people are listening to you right now.
Yes.
Can you please tell us, give us the names of some of these institutions being trained by your institution?
Yes, I've mentioned before the Nigerian Defense Academy, on an annual basis, take their students to Shere Hills. And I think the 2 weeks spent at Shere Hills is one of the final programs the cadets must participate in before they are commissioning to become officers of the Nigerian Army. So again, I want to appreciate the Nigerian Army for not breaking that long-standing culture and relationship with the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. The officers and cadets of Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC2, they have been participating in our programs and activities. The Nigerian Police, they have been participating in our activities. The Correctional Institute, yes. The prisons, they are also, participating in our programs. Colleges of education in Nigeria, especially the federal government colleges, even the state-owned, they are students of physical and health education. I think they call it now human kinetics. It's compulsory for them to participate in our programs before they graduate. Then private schools, public schools, they come to our schools, to train the young ones before they choose them or select them as prefects in school. So we have been enjoying this robust relationship, but we want more participation and more collaboration, of government agencies, private agencies with CLTC to promote that culture of good citizenship and good leadership, amongst the citizenship. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Director General, Mr. Soji Eniade, and that is the Director General, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, a parastatal in the Federal Ministry of Youth Development. You are so eloquent and indefatigable, indeed. Thank you very much.
People would likely to continue listening to you, but now, unavoidably, we have to go on a short break. I hope you'll be ready to give more to the people as they are earnestly listening to you out there. Thank you very much.
Hello, Abuja. 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, We believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
Yes, once more, you are welcome back to Citizen FM. Together with us in the studio this morning is the Director General, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, who is Mr. Soji Eniade, MNI. He's been talking to us about this institution that many people have not really come across and they have never really heard about. And that institution, all-important institution, it is Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. Sir, at this point, an African Nigerian on the street, you come across them, you ask, what actually are the problems of Nigeria? They'll tell you, our Nigeria is our leaders. Some Nigerians, you come across them, you ask them, what is the problem of Nigeria? They say the problem is the citizen of this country. Actually, sir, and this institution is strategically positioned to address these two cankerworms in the society. Can you let them know what your institution is doing right now to ensure that Nigeria have better citizens and very important and well-cultured leaders? What are you doing, please, sir?
Yes, like I said, we are a training institution with locations in those main schools that I've mentioned, with the online school and the mobile school. We are there already. The issue is for Nigerians to patronize the services of Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, both at organizational level, at institutional level, at individual level. That is what is remaining. We should not shy. There are good institutions in Nigeria. We have good institutions put in place to promote healthy, robust nation building. But we should not alienate ourselves from these institutions. We must make use of these services provided by these beautiful institutions and organizations. So my appeal is to government agencies, to private sector participants, to schools and colleges, even to universities, to make use, to participate in the services provided by Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. I used the template, the triangular template of nation building, good citizenship, and good leadership the other time. We need good citizenship. Nation building, good citizenship, and good leadership the other time. We need good citizenship to build a nation, not only good leadership. We also need good leadership to build a nation, not only good citizenship. So in all, we need both good leadership and good citizenship to build a nation. There's this principles of dual responsibility. The responsibility of the leadership to the citizenship or followership, and the responsibility of the followership or the citizenship to the leadership. It must be a symbiotic, a mutual relationship to build the nation. If there is a fault in any of these angles, then the idea or the objective of the viral, the egalitarian society we expect will not be there. And for us to be well trained, to be well cultured, our institution is there. And Yoruba will say that that is, you must start the journey in earnest, early enough. And our focus now must be on the youth population, the future of Nigeria. And that is why CLTC is strategically positioned by the federal government under the supervision of the Federal Ministry of Youth. In Nigeria today, the youth population is about 55 to 60% of the population of over 220 million estimated. We're talking of almost 150, 160 million. That's a critical mass, and we should not lose sight of this very strategic, very critical population set or population group and the essence of Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. So I use this opportunity to call on parents, especially to encourage their children to participate in volunteerism, especially in manual work activities in the schools. I want to appeal also to this, the federal government Ministry of Education and State Ministry of Education to support this federal government policy of promoting volunteerism in our schools among the youth population, using the manual work platform. So these are the issues that we must encourage. And I want to appeal to private sector practitioners, the private sector, to support, the center, in promoting the activities, especially the youth volunteerism. We need support in donation of, kits for the uniform, or for uniform of the children who wants to participate in these activities. There are so many indigent students in the public schools, and we don't want the challenge of being not able to afford to buy the uniform or the organizations to deter them from participation. This is why we need the support of private organizations. It's going to be a win-win solution, situation for both organization and the federal government and even the center. So these are my words of advice for organizations, for institutions, for government agencies, for individuals and parents, to support the cause of citizenship and leadership training in Nigeria. We need it for nation building. We need it for our future. We need it for our society. And again, as the motto of Manuel says, build the man, build the community. Build the community, you build the nation. So we need all these things. And I know that we are going to get there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You have a lot of programs, beautiful, beautiful programs for all categories of Nigerians, according to what you have said so far. And then with these programs and activities, it is very, very difficult to achieve them without funds. Funding has always been a problem to most government agencies and establishments, because government at every point in time have a lot to do. They have to cater for all agencies at the same time. Then what are you doing? What do you think?
You see, is a misconception amongst many people that funding is a problem. The scope of funding should be commensurate with the activities being carried out. Don't forget the fact that in a little way too we generate revenue, for government, and the little part of this revenue we use to run our programs. So if we have more patronage, more participation, more people coming for our programs, the issue of funding will be out of place. Will not be, in fact, we won't need to measure it at all. But the area I will advocate for support, and not for government support alone, even private individuals and private organization, is the area of improvement of our infrastructural facilities in our training schools. We need, lecture rooms. We need, hostels. We need halls. We need training grants, and even to modernize the existing ones. These are the areas of intervention we actually request. It's not direct funding. No. Money will come when there is improvement in the activities of the center. Thank you very much.
With what you have said so far, sir, it's like most Nigerians listening to you right now will be anxious to have such institution like yours in their communities, in their own state, all over, because of the benefits attached to having such an institution in an environment. How can you get this across to the people? How do you get this institution? How can the state get this institution in their own state, especially the state government that are interested in having citizenship and leadership training center in their own state? How can they approach you to have such institution in their own communities?
No, it's a very simple approach. We are one country, and though CLTC is a federal government institution, just like NYSC, we have seen state governments building orientation camps, for ease of activities of NYSC, especially during the orientation programs of NYSC, participants. So if state governments, require our participation or our presence in the states, there's no problem. We are even reaching out to some state governments now. Like I earlier said, through the Governors Forum platform, we are reaching out, and some states are even approaching us that they want CLTC in their states, and we are looking forward to that. Very, very soon, like I said, within the next 1-2 years, our presence should be felt in over 25 states of the Federation. So states that are interested in having the center within their domain should not hesitate to contact the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, for support and, for participation at that level. We will be very, very willing and happy to go to such state and start immediate operations and activities. It doesn't take us 24 hours to kickstart our activities. We will start with the concept of mobile school. Like I said, we take the training programs to the children in their various locations. And we need these activities at the various levels, taking into consideration the social moral decadence within the society, especially among the youth population. We need it. We need that control. We need that control measure, utilizing the institution we have in place to correct and mitigate against these challenges. So, whenever we are called upon, we will be ready, to go there and, start the activities of CLTC. Don't forget the fact we are a national organization. Our coverage should be national, and we even have a national mandate. Our mandate is not restricted. We are expected to cover the whole Nigeria, the 774 local governments in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
I think if all chief executives of institutions within this country are so enthusiastic as you are, then Nigeria will be better for it. Sir, Director General, Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, we have spoken about a state, a corporate body, looking for how they can get your institution closer to themselves. What about individuals? Apart from schools, military, other institutions we have spoken about, as an individual, and somebody is interested in becoming a good citizen or becoming a good leader, how can someone approach your institution?
Yes, let me use this opportunity again to talk to our political office holders, even our ministers, our lawmakers, both in the House of Representatives and in the Senate. You can consider to embark on this youth development program as your constituency programs, so that the youth population within your constituencies will feel the impact of citizenship and leadership training using CLTC. We will not be hesitant. So individuals, corporate organizations, established ones can approach us. Community leaders can approach us. Individuals that have the interest of the youth population at heart can approach us. Churches can approach us. Mosques can approach us. Social groups and organizations can approach us to bring the training program to their own targeted population. So whenever we are called upon, we will be ready to serve. We are willing to serve, and we are equipped and prepared to serve and to serve the nation, to produce young and virile youth population, again, towards good governance, towards good nation building.
Thank you very much, sir. I think if we should continue talking till tomorrow, you are ready to talk because you know what you are talking about. You are communicating to the entire people of Nigeria in respect of your assignment in Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. Yes, you told us earlier that the training is for all Nigerians. It's for all categories of Nigerians. You even have provision for, you are gender sensitive. You have provision for women training. To Jeremy, you said, yes, now that you have for all Nigerians, and you have for young ones, you have for the old ones, you have for politicians, you have for the military. What about, you said you have an institution that even take the training to people's doorstep, and that is mobile training. In case someone is working in a bank or is working in a place that the schedule is so tight and he cannot work, he cannot really come for your physical training, don't you have something to do online?
Yes, we have the online school. We have the online school. And our address, I will mention now to the listeners and audience at home: www.cltc.org.ng. Again, www.cltc.org.ng. Further inquiries about the activities of CLTC can easily be obtained on this platform, and we are very, very easy to reach. Presently, our administrative headquarters, it is at Joseph Gonwalk Street, 10775 Joseph Gonwalk Street, Gudu District, Abuja. And our website address I've mentioned, and the location of our schools I've mentioned. Nigerians should not hesitate, to contact us. We need good citizenship. We need good leadership to build Nigeria. Yes, focus has been on the leadership. But again, we need good citizenship. Thank you very much. God bless you all. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. And the Citizen FM, you can see those names. Citizen FM 93.7. Citizen FM and Citizenship and Leadership Training Center are collaborating for the betterment of Nigeria youth population, Nigeria as a nation. Through this collaboration, we are so sure that Nigeria will have better citizens and good leaders in due course. Nigeria problem is going to be solved. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Citizen FM.
See you next week by God's grace. Same time, same station.
Wake up. Reach out. Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this
is your station.
Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM.
Citizen FM Abuja.